Welcome to your period predictor / hormone cycle tracker. You're going to need the start and end dates of your last 3 or 4 cycles. Your cycle length is day 1 of your period to the day before your next period. Please pause this video whilst you collect the dates. A typical regular cycle lasts 29 to 41 days. If you don't know, it's okay. Just input the last start and end date of your previous cycle and you can work from there. The reason we're inputting the last 3 or 4 cycles is because not every cycle is the same in length, and for this predictor I want to get as close as possible to your typical length. You can see I'm titling each entry as the number of days my cycle length is. This is going to make it easy for us to be able to relocate that cycle length in the next part. As you can see, my cycles have been varying in length lately. However, I know that typically my average length of cycle is around 30 days. This next entry is going to be around 27. So I'm going to stop here because this is the length of cycle I would like to have on my period predictor. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to create a new entry and then I'm going to click 27 days. You cannot click any of the other cycle lengths. I will come back to this a little bit later. So our next period is going to be predicted on January the 25th. We do not number this. Let's find out our next due date. That's going to be February 21st. I'm going to put number 1 there. So what happens if our period actually arrives a little bit later? We are going to go back to our previous trends and do the same thing as before. So we're going to choose our start date and our end date. So let's say it arrived February 23rd. It actually gives us a new cycle length. That cycle length is now 30 days. If we want to continue with that, we're going to go back, we're going to type in or select 30 days, which is our untitled, and I'm going to change that name now to make it easy for selection. And I'm going to restart the timeline again. So we go back to number 1, number 2, number 3, and start clicking 30 days, and we can predict as many periods as we would like to. You just need to make sure that if you do have a cycle that is starting to vary in length, to go back to your trends and input your latest cycle so that you can start over again. This is the last section. This is how you're going to have a prediction on what phase of your cycle you're in. So with each predicted period, it's compartmentalized it into your period length, follicular length, ovulation, luteal. As we know, you need to take this as a rough guide. Let's take a look at how this is all going to look on your homepage. So we're going to go head back there now on the dashboard. And under your period predictor, you're now going to start seeing your phases of the cycle shown. You can click to today and you can move over to the following weeks, months. As you can see, some of these phases will overlap, but your cycle is going to vary in length at times. What I'm doing right now is just showing you how you can view different properties on your calendar. And prior to that, I just wanted to show you how you now have 2 calendars, your work calendar or your symptom tracker, right next to your hormone and period predictor. And a new feature in Notion is if you click open in calendar, you can now see everything on one page, which I think is fantastic. This is the first time ever a woman is going to be able to view her calendar alongside her menstrual cycle, which is pretty cool.